Magic Mike is a film by Steven Soderbergh with Channing Tatum, or Tatum, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Apparently based in some of Tatum's real experiences as a male stripper. It takes place in Florida, in Tampa. It's about this guy who works on construction, but he really wants to build furniture. But to make a living, he also bumps and grinds his ass and his hips as a stripper. Well, it was interesting because, as you know, that movie has found like this really huge gay audience. And apparently they're going to see the movie and like, it's kind of fun to go out and see it with gays hollering and hooting. But the day I saw Magic Mike, it was basically 95% young, excitable women in the audience, and it sounded like a hen house. It's like Urban Cowboy, but with strippers. But it's not really good. It looks like Steven Soderbergh, who has been threatening to quit directing for the longest time. His heart is no longer in it. The movie could have been so much more interesting, but it has a really conventional story. They put a lot of interest in the movie, who is like the antimatter, It's like when you hear about a black hole, that's what you imagine happens. She sucks the energy completely out of the film, and she's in a lot of scenes. And she has absolutely no charisma. She's not beautiful. She's a terrible actress. But it turns out that she was the daughter of the head of Warner Brothers.
Entrepreneur stripper, stripper entrepreneur?
Either one.
Do you believe what you're saying right now?
Matthew McConaughey plays the owner of the club, and he's really funny, really wild. He just really lets it all hang out in a way.
That too, the law says that you cannot touch.
But I think I see a lot of lawbreakers up in this house.
I was a little bit disappointed because the dance routines are a lot of fun when you're looking at the strippers. But after the third or fourth dance routine, it really starts being a little bit boring. And it's a morality tale. And it's not a morality tale about sex, which would have been, you would have thought, oh my God, yeah, men are selling their booties for money, because it takes place in Florida, the land of foreclosure and financial hubris. And so you think, oh, this is about how difficult it is and how like American men are forced to do this in order to make a decent living. But it's more about, the movie is really more about a work ethic and about like being ambitious and entrepreneurial, rather than about whether it has a point of view about men doing what women are always doing and nobody ever complains about. We see strippers all the time, female strippers, and nobody seems to be embarrassed by them, nobody seems to be bothered by them. But the minute you see men doing that, it's kind of like a frisson of embarrassment and discomfort kind of fills the room. Although there was also a frisson of girls just going, oh my God, these guys are so hot. So it's fun in a disappointing way.